Good morning, everybody. I'm out here on Hatfield Pond in Maine, just across the New Hampshire border. It's been a while since I've done any videos. Life's been busy. Really haven't had time for fishing. So now, before it gets too hot, I'm making some time. It's going to be very hot today. Oh, look at that, my first snag. Come on. There we go. It's one of my favorite ponds to fish. It can produce good bites. Not a lot of big fish. You can usually get a good 2-pounder out of here. I've never seen anything bigger, but any fish is better than none. So as I launch, it's just a little area. It's kind of stumpy. That's what I got hung up on. You can usually find them hiding up in here. So I'm just going to get myself turned around. And we'll give it another shot here. So what I'm using this morning is I'm using a Texas rigged worm, power bait by Berkeley. Pumpkin in color. It's what I always use when I come down there. I do very well with it. Also going to try some whopper ploppers. This side that I'm fishing, it's hit or miss. Usually you can get some good results. A lot of times you don't. But where it's going to be hot, front came through last night, bringing up some big time heat and humidity. So I know as the sun comes up, they're going to be ducking for cover. Submerged logs, going to be in the weeds, pads, whatever. So I got out here nice and early to beat that heat. Hopefully. There's a couple of people out here this morning, but I know when I leave, it's going to be a busy little place. Here we go. Sunfish. Sunfish. It was pretty much a cloudy night last night. Started out as a cloudy day, a little hazy. Full moon was a couple nights ago. Like I said, the front came through yesterday. It was very cloudy up here in New Hampshire, but it was very humid. So I'm hoping catch a couple fish, locate them, and then we'll see what we can come up with. One thing I've noticed is the lily pads really haven't grown. I'm just fishing an area here that's usually it's very packed. You can even take the weight off the line on your Texas rig and just free float it right on top of those lily pads, skip it across, and usually you can catch a few. But the lily pads, yeah, few and far between. And here we are, end of June. So we're gonna have to find some fallen timber, sunken logs, get up tight towards the bank, and see if we can't draw them out. Good time though. It's awesome being out here. This pond, it's not too far from where I live. It's like a 10-minute drive anyway. A turf farms owns it. So if you hear that humming in the background, that's their pumps. They're watering their turf. They own 2,700 acres out here. So it's nice that we have the ability to come out here and fish. It is fairly good sized pond. I don't know what the acreage is on it. It's got bluegill, it's got perch, it's got pickerel, it's got largemouth. That's why I catch a sunfish. When these fish are hungry, man, they will bite. They will take whatever is put before them. I think what I'm going to do is go on the other side. On it. I just caught one. Yeah. You know, it feels good to be out here, man. I haven't fished probably about a month. Cindy and I came out here, probably the first warm day we had the spring, and we trolled around here for quite a few hours. Caught a lot of fish. And unfortunately, I didn't have my phone with me. Just one of those deals. I think it was, you know, I wanted to get out here, concentrate. I was during the spawn. So I really wanted to concentrate on what I was doing. So we're definitely in a post-spawn pattern. I'm not looking for anything big. Just feels good to get out here. Next week, we are heading to Jackman, Maine, up to Cozy Cove Cabins. It's about 200 miles from here. It's a long drive. Bigwood Lake. There's good smallmouth in there. That's all I've caught out of there. And caught a couple good smallmouth out of there. Good trout fishing up there, and they've been getting some rain. Hey. Yeah, smallmouth in the books. I mean, a largemouth, I'm sorry. Not bad. He's a little warm to the touch. He's not bad. Anyway, on smallmouth. It's a very good smallmouth lake. You can go right down off their shoreline and just cast a little rooster tail, and you'll catch them all day long. It's a very rocky lake, sand bottom in some areas. But again, it's just one of those places where it's beautiful up there. What's up, tree? It's very beautiful up there. One of my it's by far my favorite place to go and fish. Whether I'm fly fishing, which is what I normally do up there when I do rivers and streams, because a lot of the areas are fly fishing only. And if you don't know where you are and where you're going and what you're doing, you could come across some of those fly fishing waters, and that you don't want to get caught doing what you're not supposed to be doing. So I fly fish when I do rivers and streams. I'm fly fish only. When I'm out in the canoe on a pond, I just double check the regulations, but you know, mainly it's just I got my spinning rod and I'm out having some fun. Here's another one. Didn't even feel him. He was just carrying it. He was just swimming towards me. Hey. There we go. It's a nice largemouth. Not bad. Like I said, nothing big in size. They're not going to overpower you. They love to fight in this pond. I want to say it's a constant fight for any species in here to eat. You know, they take the food when they see it, and they go for it. So you could catch anything. But they love this pumpkin seed worm. It's what I use when I come in here. Very rarely do I stray away from it. I think that goes for most ponds that are this color. It's a very dark and dingy water. I think that's why I have so much success with them. It's a good worm for the dark and dingy. One of these days I'm going to invest in a GoPro so you guys can see the water I'm fishing. Right now I'm just using my phone. Tell you what, how many of you guys, when you haven't fished in so many days, because I see a lot on social media, people are always out fishing. Unfortunately, I can't. But how many of you guys, when you haven't fished for a while, you get out, you catch a fish, and you just get all excited, like a little kid in a candy store? I do. When I haven't fished for a while and I can get on them and I can have fun, oh, I get so excited. I can't explain it if you guys don't, but it's always a good feeling to finally, get out, get that line tight, knowing you've done something right. Oh, that was a nice hit right there. And that was coming off a fallen tree. And you can see where the branches are. So I just cast through a cast. It was like maybe a foot away from the closest branch I could see out of the water. And as soon as I reeled, probably about 5 feet, and let it sink, That was a nice hit. There we go. Got him that time. Same fish. Hey, that's a bigger one. Yeah. I'm going to put this one on the scale and see what this one weighs. See? That's a better one. Probably say it's a good pound, pound and a half maybe. I'm not going to scale it because I'd have to move my phone. But that's what we're after. You know, this is, I don't mind the little dinks we call them. But this here is a good sized fish. And this is what I'm after. This size makes me happy. Let's give her a kiss. Send her on her way. Go on. There we go. That goes to show when you feel that hit, cast back to the same spot and work it back in slow. And a lot of times you can get a good result. You know, just reel it back in slow. Let the lure, let the plastic work do its thing. And they're going to get it right on the drop, which is what that fish did. Fun to catch, though. Fun to catch. Get angled around here. So yeah, this is it's a good pond if you can hit it just right. It's a fun little pond. So I'm going to take a break here, and I'll be back with everybody. I'm going to get resituated and see if we can catch some more fish.